Hi, everyone. My name is Kate Cluley, and I am a registered provisional psychologist with Calgary Psychological Services. And today I want to talk about something fascinating, but often misunderstood, and that's the gifted brain. So, when we say gifted, we often imagine a child who breezes through school, aces every test, never struggles. But really, the truth is, a gifted brain is what we call an outlier in the population. So, what does an outlier mean? It's a term we use to describe someone who sits far outside the average range. So I have this bell curve here to help visualize that. So most kids, they're falling in this area here. So they're falling in that middle area of the normal distribution, which is what we call the average range. Gifted kids, though, they are falling up in this extreme tail. So the tail extreme end of the normal distribution. So well outside that average range. And what that means is that they don't just, learn faster. They are thinking, processing, and understanding the world in ways that are very different from the majority. And this can be really exciting, but it also brings some unique challenges that can crop up. So let's first talk about speed. So gifted kids often think incredibly fast. Their brain can jump from idea to idea and make connections really quickly. But here's something important to keep in mind. Fast thinking doesn't always mean fast processing on every type of task. So when we go forward with a gifted assessment, part of what we are doing is cognitive testing. And we often see this big difference between two overarching scores. And one of these scores is called the GAI, which stands for the General Ability Index. And then the other one is the CPI, which is the Cognitive Proficiency Index. So the GAI, the General Ability Index, it really reflects those high level reasoning and problem solving skills where gifted kids usually really shine, while the CPI is looking more at working memory and processing speed. And so those skills are tied more to efficiency, attention, and quick, repetitive tasks like copying symbols or visually scanning on a busy, cluttered page. And so a child might have lightning fast reasoning and really deep upper level thinking and problem solving, but still scores lower on tasks that feel repetitive or require that fine motor speed and control. And so this is what causes this gap or this discrepancy between these two scores. And it's often very common that we see this type of discrepancy in gifted profiles. Now, another thing to keep in mind is that, parents don't always expect the social emotional piece that can come along with a gifted brain. So, gifted children often have intellectual abilities that are far ahead of their age, but their social and emotional development follows that typical timeline. And so this match can lead to challenges. They might feel out of sync with their peers, struggle with group work, or become frustrated when others don't share their level of interest or intensity. So sometimes this even looks like anxiety or behavioral issues. And really, what that is, though, is just their mind and emotions are developing at different speeds. Okay, so why it's important to understand the full picture of the gifted brain before starting a gifted assessment is because we want to understand it's not just about an IQ score. It's about understanding the strengths, challenges, and giving your child the right tools to thrive. So at Calgary Psychological Services, our approach is strength-based and supportive, and we want parents to feel informed and confident because being gifted isn't just about acceleration, it's about balance, it's about understanding and helping your child thrive socially, emotionally, and academically. So if you have watched this entire video and you'd like to learn more about giftedness or considering a gifted assessment for your child, visit our website or reach out to us directly. Thank you so much for watching. And remember, every brain is unique, and that's something to celebrate.